Hello everyone, John from MTG Modern Ad Nauseam, and let's start our match number 3 in this 6th league. We are losing the die roll, and we just lost against Suicide Zoo, which was pretty much my first match against that deck, and I believe I made a few mistakes. But let's see what we got here. No piece of combo, 2 Pactum negation that can be pretty much 2 dead cards depending on what. But against 2 Seaman Spirit Guy, that's not great. That's not great. I'm just gonna mulligan this. I'm pretty sure we can do better on a 6. Well, we have 2 Serum Vision, so I'll definitely keep because we're on 6. We have no piece of combo, but double Serum Vision is gonna help us a lot. Do we want lands? Do we want to draw lands straight away? I guess we. I'm gonna bottom this because of the 2 Serum Vision, or will definitely bump into some more land. So we actually won the die roll. That's something that I missed. We're gonna get the City of Brass here and start straight away with some damage. We draw Ad Nauseam and we have Fear Action and Knife on top. So I will definitely put Fear Action on top and Pact at the bottom, because we do need to draw some land. Pact at the bottom and pass the turn. It's looking great. Just 1 Serum Vision and the combo is assembled. Alright, so it's not looking that great anymore. Now we're starting to face this card. We haven't seen many discard over the first 5 leagues, but now we've faced the Zoo. Now we're facing. We don't really know, but it could potentially be. So he removed. Okay, so he removed Serum Vision, which is interesting. He might have something in mind if he's doing this. Probably, yeah. It's probably have just more discard, much more discard in his hand. It could be a 8 rack. Yes, I want to play my Temple of Enlightenment since I have nothing to do here. No, that's damn it. I could have cast Fear Action and Life. I could have done it. It might have been a good idea, because if the rest of his hand is made of Inquisition, he would have gone through. In here we need mana, so we put it on top. So, and we might regret it. We might regret that. I played a little bit too quickly here. Didn't realize that there was something. So black, it might be Iraq. If it's Iraq, that's gonna be a very hard game 1. So what is he gonna? If he removes Fear Action and Life, then we definitely made a mistake. Which is likely because, of course, okay. So that was definitely a mistake. Raven's Crime. Okay, so that's Iraq. I don't see how we can make this work in game 1. So we're gonna discard. We're not gonna discard Ad Nauseam. So I would say we discard a Seaman Spirit Guide. And at least we're happy to take some damage, I guess. We have 5 mana. Don't think he can do anything about it. He can, of course, make us discard this. Yeah, if it's a turn 3 Liliana, that would be great. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's a very bad matchup. Of course, that's Raven's Crime. Yeah. I could, yeah. No, I'm just gonna discard that. What's happening? Yes. Okay, so we're just gonna play for the Leyline of Sanctity. I think I might mulligan to might just mulligan to 1 if it comes to that. With the Leyline of Sanctity, it's a mono black version apparently, and black cannot deal with artifacts, with enchantments. Oh, that's true for artifacts. We might have an out here. We might have something. If he cannot remove. If we top deck a spoils, we might just win. Well, we'll need more than a spoil, but let's It might be might be discarded anyway, so the rack. Okay, well that's gonna be a lot of damage. I dismember, of course. I can't take the risk. Anyway, we still need so this turn 2 Fear Action and Knife was a great mistake. What do we have here? Because if we let's say imagine we have a Fear Action and Knife on board, we can still potentially make it. I don't need a prism, but I'm happy to get a Sleight of Hand next turn. And do we want to keep City of Brass? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will make it to 6. Anyway, this thing deals 3 damage whether we have 1 or 0, and we just take 1 more damage from this one. I'm not expecting to to win that game. I don't think it's possible for us to win that game. If we manage to grab a Fear Action and Knife, because this thing does it deal damage? Deal X damage, alright? Ooh, so this thing doesn't work through Fear Action and Knife. So we only this thing deal damage, so we'll get to the infect stage. So we'll be actually in a much better shape with a Fear Action and Knife. Much better shape. Because this thing will be useless. And it will give us only 3/3. So oh, that's instant speed discard. Yeah, Funeral Charm. Good. That will work very well. Okay, and we're just gonna die. Okay, so very easy for him. A very good deck against us. Now it will come down to this. It's gonna be very straightforward, and I'm actually happy to bring this as well. Nephalia, of course. Let's not forget Nephalia. All the rest are useless. Pact of Negation. Useless. So Fear Action is great, and because he's playing this card, we want to keep both win cons if it gets to there. In that case, do we want to remove Spell? Do we want to remove Mana Rocks? So we have 4 cards to remove. I think Thoughtseize is great. We're on the play. We can do a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Anyway, I think we're just gonna have to mulligan for this. So I'm happy to take the Spell, and we are going to take maybe a Prism. I am pretty sure that they have nothing to do against Leyline. And we have it. So we're not even looking at the other cards. We have, I can see at least 1 land I'll keep. Let's see if he has some deck tech to deal with Leyline. Put on a battlefield, of course. And yeah, then that's it. And let's start and try to assemble the combo as fast as possible. We have 1 Angel Grace. That's enough. Temple of Deceit, pass the turn. Okay. So it's working the way we want it. And yeah, okay, he's doing his thing. I guess it's gonna take him a lot of turn to be able to kill us with this, if he cannot discard us. City of Brass. Do we want to? I don't think we need to do this prison turn 2. So I'm happy to keep digging. And a Lawless Bloom is not gonna make it. we're already good on mana, so put at the bottom of the library. And we are passing the turn. So we'll cast the Prism next turn with another Enlightenment. And hopefully we just need to dig Smallpox. So I sack a land, I lose a life, and I discard a card? Okay. Okay. So that's okay. It's still... one Smallpox should be alright to deal with. If he gets another one, it might be more difficult. So it's each player, so it's a good way for him to target us. I'm tempted to remove City of Brass. We cannot do Lightning Storm. Oh, that was dangerous to try to move this. Because we actually want to dig here. We can't do this, we can't do this. So City of Brass is going to be discarded. Yeah. Sack a land. I'm gonna sack the white because we have a white backup. Anyway, we have the Prism, but I'm happy to sack that one. Okay. Yeah, Smallpox is a great tech against us as well. And that's something that go through Leyline. Simian Spirit Guide. And Temple of Deceit. Do we want Temple of Deceit? I would say yes, because if we draw it, it's a land, which is still good here. If we want to ramp up, and we might face Smallpox as well, so we need to stack up on mana. And because it's a scry, so because it's a scry, if we get rid of the card, if it's not what we want, then at the end we haven't lost any speed. Yes, let's go for that. If we have another Smallpox here, I can discard Simian Spirit Guide. All right, so it's going well for him. I'm going to do the black because we have a black on top of our library. So okay, so double Smallpox. It's very good. So here it's just Simian Spirit Guide. And we're gonna get the black one. Where do we have? Lab Maniac. Bottom. At least we have a win con at the bottom. So we could potentially discard this Lightning Storm if it gets to there. Alright, so we get through. Now he's running out of gas, and another ley line is not useful, and a sleight of hand is going to be great. So we want to put this on top. Want to keep digging. And Nephalia, we're just gonna put this straight away. We cannot do Prism, which is fine. So technically, no more discard. So with the ley line and with the Nephalia, if he's doing mono black, I don't think there's anything he can do. So we might just speed up because the game can go for quite a long time. If he's getting to the Smallpox. We're gonna take the plane here. We're just gonna take the plane. Nothing is really threatening in his... So we could play the plane and Prism, but then we're gonna take 3 damage. It's X damage, where X is 3 more. We're just gonna take 1 damage. We can deal with that. And then we'll just... No, we have assembled our mana, which is 6 mana. We can just stack up the card. Yes, and now we're not gonna play anything. Just F6, and we need to get into Ad Nauseam. Shrieking Affliction, no problem. Not gonna be affected by that. We won't let our hand go less than. So if I do, because if we discard, I still need to put it on top of my library, so this thing will trigger. But so what do I want? I still want to dig here. It's too important to dig. Yes, we need our Ad Nauseam. And this one is going to be hard for him to trigger, because we need one card in hand. So the game can drag for quite long. Frictional Life. I don't care. I'll keep it. Liliana of the Veil. Wow, Liliana of the Veil is gonna be terrible. Yes, that's our problem. Liliana of the Veil is going to be absolutely terrible because he will be able to ultimate it and our hand cannot grow. No, it's okay, we're just gonna discard whatever. No, we're gonna actually discard. And if we can still draw Ad Nauseam in the next few turns. So we're gonna discard Frictional Life. I've already discarded one Simian Spirit Guide, which is fine. We could discard, but we really don't need Frictional Life. So I want to discard a card, yes, and I really want to discard it. Choose discard replacement effect. I really want to discard that. So yes, we need to keep digging. City of Brass. So we're just going to discard the City of Brass. Smallpox. Okay, so he's going to do Smallpox and Liliana, and I guess we can do Simian Spirit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could do Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, let's just do. So we're just going to do City of Brass first for sure. And we're going to discard. We have one, so we have only two. It's okay because two is okay. Sacrifice a land. What can we sacrifice? Just a plane. Can sacrifice just a plane. Okay, and Liliana is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still good to go. Yes. Yeah. And we discard. We're still good on a Ad Nauseam top deck. And it's the Gemstone Mine. Well, we've already used 20 cards of our deck and no Ad Nauseam to be seen. So if our Ad Nauseam are just at the bottom, we would have lost against any deck. Yes, Liliana. I won't discard Gemstone Mine. And Lotus Blue. And we'll probably... I don't know if we face an ultimate straight away, because he might want to do one more +1 before ultimates. Yes, he wants to do that. So I want to discard that one. So we have one more chance. Okay. and discard. Serum Vision. I don't think it's gonna make it, because if we Serum Vision and whatever we draw, we cannot combo after that. Anyway, we're going bottom, Temple of Deceit. Do I want to do Temple of Deceit? If he's sacking half of our permanent, what can we do? That's 23 cards already down with no Ad Nauseam. That's very unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Temple of Deceit. I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do. So I'll just go like this. And he might not ultimate. Who knows? And he's not. He's deciding not to ultimate. So we're gonna do Lightning Storm. If he has another discard in hand, a non-targeted one like a Funeral Charm. No, Funeral Charm should target another Smallpox, but we can still win without this. I want to discard it. We can still do the Lab Maniac. If he has one Dismember in hand, which it's okay, he has 0 card in hand. I don't know. Oh yeah, because he also have to discard with Liliana. So Ad Nauseam may win the game. He doesn't have any removal. Forgot that now we're gonna start to lose a fair amount of life. Sleight of Hand, we can still 1, 2. Yeah, we don't care. We have to do it anyway. And no, that's very. So just gonna get a Dark Slick Shore. Who cares? And we're not gonna discard it. I think our opponent should ultimate here. No, he doesn't want to. And we'll still have one more. Choose this. Okay. Discard. We still have a chance. We still have a chance. Our opponent has no. Yeah, but we still we'll need to. And that's it. And that's it. Okay. Well, let's. I wouldn't say we are lucky, but okay. Let's go because we need a bit of time for game 3. All right, we just win the game with Lab Maniac. Just realized that it was very close. We had 1 spare mana from the Prism, so without that spare mana, we couldn't go for it because I had discarded 2 Simian Spirit Guide, so we need a spare mana, which was the case, luckily. Okay, anything we want to change? Echoing Truth? No, we know there is a Liliana. I don't think change anything. Echoing Truth is not going to do much. We might want to go Spoil of the Vault to increase our chance. And in return, what could we remove in return? Cantrip? Well, that's not great if I do that. Yeah, I don't think we have a spot for Spoil of the Vault. I think it was quite unlucky for us not to get an Ad Nauseam. Let's go for the same. I'm just gonna mulligan for Lena of Sanctity. I don't think there's any chance without a Lena of Sanctity, and we have it. I see 1 land. I see a Lena of Sanctity. I'm not thinking any further, and that's gonna be a great hand. Okay. Oh, and he decided to be on the draw, which is common for Ad Nauseam. And we're just gonna go like this. Yep. So smallpox, we know smallpox can slow us down quite a bit. I'm just gonna try to work very quickly here. I might make mistakes, but I think we really need to act fast. Smallpox. Okay, so smallpox, we're just definitely gonna do a Siemens Direction in Life. One is enough, and we can get City of Brass, I guess. Yes. Okay. Oh, good. And we have to pass the turn. I'm actually a bit concerned because of the time. 8 minutes should be fine. Ooh, Mutavolt, that's not good news. A Prism. Do we want to do a Prism here? I don't think we need it. But we have a clock here, and it's a proper one, and that's a Liliana. Now that's getting problematic, very problematic. We're just gonna discard Direction in Life anyway. Now we have more than a clock. I can't believe that we can't make it with with the ley line like that. I would have assumed they would completely screw them, but they can actually do a lot of things, even with the ley line. Angel Grace. Angel Grace. I guess I'm just gonna I want to play this Prism. We need to be proactive here, so that ramps us to just 1, so we'll just be at 3, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be at 4. Or I could just pass the turn in here. I should probably just pass the turn. I should probably simply pass the turn. This time I will discard Angel Grace. If we face a double discard, we're gonna have to get the Lightning Storm again. So I'm happy to do Angel Grace, because if we get too much pressure, we'll simply... Yeah, okay. Yes, and especially with the Mutavolt, we want that. Okay. So I really hope I can have an untapped land here. And I do. And a good one. Okay. Great. Whatever. And we just do end life and pass turn. So now it's looking much better. 1, 2, 3. And we have potentially 5 mana. So I guess I'm discarding Lightning Storm. And I can get it back anyway. Yeah, at this stage, I'm just gonna do a Penta Prism. Or I could simply do Ad Nauseam here. I'll just do Ad Nauseam. We'll just withdraw Ad Nauseam. Or we can do Lightning Storm. Choose this. I'll just do Lightning Storm. And yeah. And I will choose to put it on the top of our library. Unfortunately, our opponent is going to have to ultimate. It's going to have to ultimate. He might not do it, and that would be a terrible mistake. So that might be our window to win. But if he ultimates here... Well, if he ultimates, he's losing his Liliana, but we're going to lose either Phyrexian Life or Ley Line of Sanctity. And either way, that's not great. because what he could do is he could just isolate the Line of Sanctity and it's just use Liliana, right? Yeah. So yeah, now if he isolate Line of Sanctity, it's not gonna work because we would just combo. All right, we'll see if it gets to that. I guess he's probably putting the same thought. What should he do? Yeah, that's not the first time I play against Adrak. It's definitely the first time I play against Adrak with Ad Nauseam, and we're expecting to be tough, but I was expecting it to be very easy after a ley line, but we can see that they have some interaction that can screw us pretty bad as well. And I always forget that this Liliana can ultimate, because if the Liliana doesn't ultimate, that would be okay. We will be able to go around it, but it does ultimate. And ultimating Liliana next turn, if he does that, which is definitely what he should do, I guess it's going to be a tough decision for him what to split. And it's going to be a tough decision for us as well what to keep if it gets to there. So his Mutavo is going to take a lot of time to kill us. Now we have 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be oh, I didn't think about that. This Nephalia is so if I do Pentaprism, we only ram to, okay, so that's not as I really thought we could do a prism at 2, be able to combo, which is not the case. So should we put it at 1, or should we just pass the turn and discard Lightning Storm and really discard it this time? I guess that was my mistake not to discard it. I didn't think about that. Okay, my bad. So what our opponent is going to do? He might not ultimate here. Yes, because now he's relatively safe. He knows I can't combo, and then now he can ultimate and keep the pressure. That would have been much better to discard this. So now I'm just gonna discard this. That's my fault. First time I play the deck. Mutavolt going for damage. It's gonna take a lot of time for Mutavolt to kill us. So we have now we need to top deck a land. So it should be easier than last game, and we do have it. All right. So we're just gonna do our thing. And wait. We only have 4. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need that prism. For 2. Pass the turn, and I can see the clock is getting red. So if he doesn't ultimate, we win the game, and he doesn't. So we're just gonna reveal and discard on top of our library. And it should be game unless he has something. He can have a smallpox, but even a smallpox is, even sacking a line is not gonna do anything. Okay, so are we going through here? I really think so. Shrieking Affliction does nothing much here because of this. Okay, I will just go and combo right now. Alright, so I'm resuming here. I just finished drawing my library because I just realized that there is a fair chance that we lose that game. Simply because, so in here I'm just gonna simply do my thing. Exile. So we need to play a Gemstone Mine. I don't have to. but we are going to exile everything simply because he might have a removal. He might have a removal, and we remove the Pact of Negation. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna use all the mana that we have. So it might take a bit of time, that's the problem. So I want to do a prism. I'm just gonna accelerate, but I wanted to do a prism at 2. So I want blue and red. Alright. And I am doing a Thoughtseize here. I think we should be able to do double Thoughtseize. He has a Dismember. Alright. Awesome. And that's it. So now we can combo off. Blue for Lab Maniac. Just making sure that I have another blue. Yes. And blue for Serum Vision. Alright, and we win the match. Woohoo! Okay, so he did have a Dismember, but I actually, luckily when I was browsing, I bumped into my Thoughtseize. I know that's a tech. For some reason, I completely forgot it. I was thinking about something else. Luckily, just popped up in my mind when I bumped into my Thoughtseize. And also, luckily, we have a spare mana. We have spare mana. So we win the game. I don't think we deserve it in a way that, no, I mean we won. I guess we deserve it, but I don't know why he doesn't want to ultimate his Liliana. There is something that I don't understand. Is there something the place target player? Here it is. That's no, I understand perfectly. Separate all permanents target player control into pile. Okay, all right. So no, we completely deserve then. We completely deserve it. So I said that we should be able to handle the match if Liliana can't ultimate. Well, Liliana can't ultimate, so we should be able to handle the match, and that's what happened. So we won both match with a Leyline of Sanctity in. It's actually very grindy and very difficult, but we got through. I guess we got a really unlucky game 2. It took us a lot of time to dig Ad Nauseam, and I would say it's good we had that hand against Adrak, because against any other deck we would have lost that game. We wouldn't have been able to wait that long to dig that far, to dig probably half our library to get our first Ad Nauseam. So it was good in a way to get that hand against Adrak because of that. And yes, so target player, which is not possible because of Leyline of Sanctity. Good to know. And we are 2-1. So we are 1 win away from just getting some rewards, and hopefully we can do something good in that league, even though we've already lost a match. Thank you very much for watching. See you in game number 4.